Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Shazamio. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre could truly love the mademoiselle. Buffalo guys, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo guys, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? Hi, Roger here. Welcome back to Guitar After 50. Would it surprise you if I told you every one of those songs can be played with just 2 chords and the exact same 2 chords? Well, today I'm going to show you how. So by the end of the lesson, you'll know 2 new chords and be able to play Jambalaya, You Never Can Tell, and Buffalo Gals. So let's get started. So before we learn our chords, let me explain one thing you'll hear me say throughout these lessons. Is guitar players number the fingers on their fretting hand, in my case my left hand. And so your index finger is finger number 1, your first finger. Your middle finger is 2, your second finger. Your ring finger is 3, your third finger. And your pinky is 4, or your 4th finger. And your thumb doesn't get a number. So once you know that, following chord instructions becomes way easier. Okay, so today we're going to learn 2 very useful guitar chords. And the first one is C. The second one is G7. So with the C chord, what you want to do is place your 3rd finger, remember that's your ring finger, on the 3rd fret, so 1, 2, 3, of the A string, also known as the 5th string. Or you can think of it as the 2nd from the top. So 3rd finger on the A string, just like that. Now your 2nd finger, your middle finger, gets the 2nd fret of the 4th string, or the D string. So that's right here. And the next string is open, which means you don't press down any fingers there at all. And then the next string, which is the 2nd from the bottom, the B string, you'll use your index finger, your 1st finger, on the 1st fret. So just like that. And then the bottom string is open, in other words, no fingers pressing down on the frets. And the top string is also, you're not going to play that one though, you're going to try to mute that one. So what I like to do is use your 3rd finger, which kind of just brushes up against the top string to naturally mute that. So that's what you want. If you can't do that right now, don't worry about that. Just try to start with the A string, or the 5th string right there, the one with your 3rd finger fretted. Okay, so we're going to strum all 6 strings. So what you want to do, all 5 strings, starting from this 5th one down. What you want to do is check each string one at a time, make sure you can hear it. So make sure we can hear that very bottom string, the thinnest one as well. So okay, that's your C chord. Now the G7, it's easy to remember because it's the same 3 fingers and the same fret positions. The only difference is different strings. So what you'll do is you'll lift up these 2 fingers. So the 3rd finger goes up a string, the 2nd finger goes up a string. So now we have 3rd fret on the top string, 2nd fret on the next one, and then we'll have open, open, open. So, and then the very bottom string, the E string, is 1st fret. So that's where you'll place your 1st finger. Let's play it correctly right there. So here we have, play each one individually and then strum them all together. Okay, now as you're playing these chords, you'll notice I'm curving my fingers, so you'll want to curve them just enough so you're playing on the tips of your fingers of your fretting hand, but you are not laying them flat. If you lay them flat, that's a common mistake of a lot of beginners. When you lay them flat, you're going to get that sound, or maybe half of them, and you'll hear half of them. So you don't want to do that, so just curve your fingers that way. Now, your thumb, what do you do with that? What I like to do is, you probably saw me hanging it like that. It's because I'm used to squeezing those fingers down, but if you need help getting those notes sounding clearer, you can place your thumb just on the back side of the neck like that. And you'll use that as leverage. You'll squeeze against the neck to allow these fretted notes to be heard. Okay, so now let's go ahead and practice going in between the C chord and the G7 chord. Every guitarist has been exactly where you are, including myself. And your fingers are learning something brand new today. So to go from C, we got the C chord. Again, lift up these top two fingers up a string, lift your first finger down a string. And that's your G7. For the first song, we have Jambalaya. What you want to do is you're going to play the C chord for 2 measures. Then you go to the G7 chord for 4 measures. Then back to the C chord for 2. So it's 2, 4, and 2. So that's a total of 8 measures. Then you just repeat that pattern over and over again. Okay, so I'll walk you through that. So we go C, 2, 3, 4, 2 measures, G7. C and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's go ahead and play through the song. We're going to do it slowly the first time. Make sure we got this. Okay, so let's try it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, C. Okay, nice job. Great, now let's try it at the song's regular tempo. And again, if you lose your place, don't worry at all. Just jump back in when you're ready. So here we go. I'm going to give us 4 counts, and we're going to start with the C chord. Ready? 2, 1, 2. Jambalaya, feeling gumbo. Excellent. I know that's kind of quick, but you can pause the video, you can go back to it and play along with it so you can get yourself up to speed on this as well. So no worries. Okay, ready for another famous song? Believe it or not, you can also play You Never Can Tell by Chuck Berry using these same 2 chords. On this one, we're going to do 6 measures on the C chord. It was a teenage 2, G7 for 2 measures. And now start over. 6 measures on G7. 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes to show you never can see. Okay, so I just did 6 measures on the C chord, 2 on the G7, and then we kind of reverse that. We do 6 on the G7, and then finish off with 2 measures back on the C chord. Okay, and again, we're just doing down strums on this. So let's play this through together, but let's do it at the regular tempo now. So it's gonna be up to speed. Talk about it like that, okay? Ready, 1, 2, 1, 2. It was a teenage wedding. you see what just happened there? The same two chords, just a completely different song and a completely different feel as well. So that's one of the fun things about learning guitar, is you don't need dozens of chords to start making music. You can do it with just two chords, like these songs today. And then you're off playing music already. So now, if you're comfortable with the basic strum that we just did, the 4-down strums, here's an optional bonus pattern for this song, which gives it a little more of that rock and roll feel like you hear on the recording. So it's going to be strummed like this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so that's just the down, 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 up, down, up. So it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Okay, so maybe we can just try a piece of the song with that pattern. Ready? 2, 1, 2, 3. It wasn't. Okay, so that's the alternate version. You're more than welcome to play it that way. Or if you're more comfortable, just go ahead and just do the 4-down strum version. Either way, they both are the same song. They both sound great. Now let's finish with one more classic. This is Buffalo Gals. So this is a wonderful beginner song because we're going back to our simple 4-down strums. So for the chord changes on Buffalo Gals, which as you know is a classic folk song, we are going to do 2 measures on the C chord, so followed by 1 on the G7, come out tonight, 1 back to the C, come out tonight, and 2 more, and just repeat that. So 2 again on C, Buffalo Gals, won't you come out? G7 for 1, by the light of the sea. That's it. The pattern is just 2 on C, 1 on G7, 1 on C, and just loop that over and over again. Okay, so let's play that slowly together. Ready? I'm going to give you a 1, 2, C chord. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight? G7. Light of the sea. All right, now let's get that, let's bring that up to speed. Let's do it at full tempo now, at the regular tempo. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, C chord. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight? Dance by the light of the moon. All right. Look at what you've accomplished today. With just 2 chords, you can now play Jambalaya, You Never Can Tell, and Buffalo Gals. That's pretty amazing. Today you learned 2 new chords and 3 classic songs. And that's really great progress, I think. So remember, every great guitar player started exactly where you are today. So just keep showing up, keep practicing a little bit each day, and you'll be amazed at how much progress you can make. So my next lesson, I'll show you how to make these chord changes smoother so you can spend a lot less time looking at your fingers and more time enjoying your guitar. So if you've enjoyed this lesson, I'd really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can not miss any of my other lessons. And if you'd like even more help getting started, you'll find my free Guitar After 50 crash course in the description below. So let's finish by playing Jambalaya one more time together. Here we go. On the C chord, ready? 1, 2, 3. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo.